Happy Tuesday, YouTube family. How are you doing today? Today, I am back with some hidden jobs that you are not aware of that are hiring until I do my research. And according to Glassdoor, you can make anywhere between 17 an hour all the way up to $26 an hour. So go grab your coffee and your tea and your notepad and let's dive right into it. Y'all know that I get excited every time when I share my screen because I know that God will provide. He has an opportunity out there for you. I know that a lot of y'all are looking for jobs, but you just got to keep the faith and you will find what you're seeking real soon. The first job that we're talking about is with the company WVU Medicine. They're seeking insurance claims specialists to work from home. This is a full-time position. Now, they do not list the salary, but I take it upon myself to research. And according to Glassdoor, the starting salary is $53K per year for a insurance claims specialist, which is around $25 an hour. Now, when we dive right back into it, the great thing about this company, it only requires a high school diploma or equivalent, 1 year of medical billing, medical office experience. So this is a beginner-friendly, entry-level work-from-home job lead, especially if you're new to working from home. Now, maybe you have worked from home in the past, but you can still apply for this job, but it's very beginner-friendly and entry-level that doesn't require a lot of experience. You're going to submit accurate and timely claims to third-party payers. You're going to resolve claims edits and accounts errors prior to claim submission. You're going to gather statistics, complete reports, and perform other duties as scheduled or request. You're going to comply with notice of privacy practice and follow all HIPAA regulation pertaining to PHI and claim submission follow up. You're going to contact third-party payers to resolve unpaid claims, as well as attend department meetings, teleconference, and webcasts as necessary. You're going to be processing billing and follow-up transaction in accurate and timely manner. And then communicate problems hinder workflow to management in a timely manner. Now, with this job, you're going to have to sit for a long, extended period of time. You have to read and comprehensibility. You're going to have to be able to communicate effectively. And if that sounds like something that you're able to do, then go ahead and apply. These are the skills that they're looking for: excellent oral and written communication skills, working knowledge of computers, knowledge of medical terminology preferred, knowledge of business math preferred. Means if you have it, that's great. If you don't worry about it. And then excellent customer service and telephone. If this is what you want to do, again, they want you to work 40 hours a week. This is a full-time position. All you do is click right here where it says apply. This is job number 1. Now we're down to job number 2. It is with the company Armstrong Receivable Management. They're seeking a specialist, segregations specialist. This is a full-time position, and it is a mid-level opportunity. Now, when we scroll down just to see how much we're going to get paid, the salary is between $17 and $19 an hour plus commission. And for those who are interested in benefits, you're going to get health, dental, vision, life, and disability coverage, as well as 401k. Now, when we go up a little bit further, because we want to see what we're going to be doing on this particular job, you're going to communicate with business via the telephone and written correspondence. You're going to complete activities such as phone calls, internet searches, third-party report reviews to obtain reliable contact information. You're going to maintain minimal account work standards as assigned by management. You're going to negotiate claims resolution with insurance carrier, attorneys, and responsible parties. You're going to establish monthly payment contracts, and you're going to acquire background information when necessary. Now, they're looking for you to have 1 year of third-party collections. Experience is required, exercising independent judgment, negotiations, settlements, basic proficient with Microsoft Office, data entry, and strong computer skills, Excel preferred, critical thinking, strong attention to details, strong interpersonal communication and organization skills, and customer service experience is required. Now, if this is what you want to do, you're going to scroll down, and it's very important. You want to fill out everything in the red asterisk. You're going to put your first name, last name, your email address, your phone number, and you scroll down, you need to attach a resume. Fill out everything to the best of your ability. And once you do all of that, you're going to scroll all the way down and you're going to hit submit application. This is job number 2. Now, job number 3 is with the company Anywhere. They're seeking real estate deal operations specialists, Pacific time zone, US, to work remotely. Now, they do not list the salary, so I take it for myself to research. As you can see on the screen, the starting salary is between $45,300 all the way up to $54,800 per year. That is around $21 to $26 an hour. Now, when we dive in a little bit deeper, Again, this is fully remote. Candidate must be able to work in Pacific Standard Time Zone. You're going to be responsible for reviewing audit documentation for proper placement in the system. You're going to create and manage transaction and operating system. You're going to work with branch office administrative staff as well as agent service staff to ensure data accuracy and compliance to prevent errors. Additional duties as required by business need. Now they're looking at, this is the preferred qualification. That means if you have it, that's great. If you don't, then don't worry about it. Minimum of 1 to 2 years experience in data entry, customer service, or real estate related roles. Excellent customer service and communication skills required, both written and oral. Excellent organization skills, creativity, problem solving skills, outstanding organization and file management skills, ability to work effectively in a remote environment. Again, it's the preferred qualifications. Now, when you dive down, if this is something you want to do, then all you need to do is click right here where it says apply. And then you can also explore within the company and see what other opportunities that they have available. Now, when you go down here a little bit further, this is the salary. I told y'all $21, between $21 and $26 an hour. It is between $23 and $25 an hour. This is the salary here again, $23 to $25 an hour. And go ahead and you can, when I'm scrolling down, there's other jobs that may be a good fit. They're hiring for customer experience, client experience specialist. Look at all these jobs. You're missing out when you do not explore within the company. And you can click right here and you can see more jobs. So go ahead and apply immediately. This is job number 3. Job number 4 is with this company. As you can see, my mouse is scrolling around or circling around. They're seeking revenue coordinators to work from home. This is a full-time position. And when we scroll down, that salary is between $18.27 an hour all the way up to $22.40 an hour. Some of y'all may be looking for benefits. This company do offer health, dental, vision, FSA, HSA, company paid life insurance, as well as 401k. They offer paid time off and then tuition reimbursement, which is great, where they can send you to school and you can get that knowledge and they pay for it. Now, what you're going to be doing here as a revenue coordinator maintains a quality set of customers' account receivable by processing daily, weekly, and bi-weekly invoice and reconcile unbilled hours. The revenue coordinator contacts commercial accounts either directly or through appropriate third-party system to process invoice, reconcile payments, and follow up on collection. Now, this job only requires a high school diploma or equivalent, 1 to 3 years of corporate accounts receivable experience in or equivalent billing, reconciliation or collection experience, knowledge in the use of accounting system, proficient in the use of Microsoft Excel. Now, qualification desire is prior experience working in a heavy data entry environment is helpful. Go to officialtypeoftest.com where you can practice that for free. Prior experience working with numbers in an accounting environment. Again, it talks about data entry. I'm going to show you a free place where you can learn that for free. And then they're looking for someone who has strong communication and interpersonal skills, display comfort in high volume and fast-paced environment, excellent organization, prioritization, and problem-solving skills, strong administration and coordinated skills and attention to details. And if this is something you want to do, click right here. This is job number 4. Now, job number 5 is with the company OneSource Virtual. They're seeking payroll specialists, one to work from home. This is a full-time position. They do not list the salary, so I take it on myself. According to Glassdoor, the salary is between, well, actually $55,334 per year. That is $26 an hour. And I know a lot of people say, well, you reach out to hiring manager, why you don't ask how much they pay? I do ask how much they pay, but they say, look, it's based on your location, it's based on your experience. So I'm giving you a ballpoint, and they, clarify, say I'm doing the right thing. Is I'm telling you that, hey, the pay can be this here, or it can be a little bit more depending on your experience. Now, when we dive into OneSource, you're going to act as a name specialist for payroll administrative customers and support other OSV payroll, tax, and garnishment customers as needed within the service team. You're going to troubleshoot quarter and year-end audit reports and make recommendations to customers. You're going to meet quality and production metrics and scorecards. You're going to experience in a team environment and a willingness to work towards improvement, open to new ideas and procedures. So they're looking for someone that has excellent critical thinking, strong communication skills, strong analytical data entry. Y'all see in all these job recs, they're talking about data entry, research skills, excellent problem solving, and mathematical skills. And the qualification is a associate degree or higher preferred. Means if you have it, that's great. If you don't worry about it. 3+ years of payroll experience involved in end-to-end processing, research, payroll, logic, and troubleshooting. 1 year experience with taxes at federal, state, and local level. 1 year experience with garnishment, general understanding of how garnishments are processed. Experience with year-end payroll processing, W-2 experience. And I'm not going to go to preferred because preferred means if you have it, that's great. Explore within the company and see what other opportunities they have as well. And if this is something you want to do, you want to click right here where it says apply. I want to go over the typing tests that they have. I always suggest, there's a lot of typing tests out here, but I would recommend you to do official typing test. This is what official typing tests look like here. It is free. And I'm all about free. Some things you do have to pay for, but you can scroll down here. They have 10 key. I can go to 10 key, which is data entry. And you can choose how long you want to practice. You can choose number and symbols. You can choose 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. You can choose zip code numbers only, 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. For the sake of the video, I'm going to choose 1 minute. And this is numbers and symbols. This is the test will not begin until you press the first key. If I go back and say, just want to do numbers only, I click on it. This is what the numbers look like here. The test is not going to begin until you press the first key. You can also do paragraph testing, which is very important. You can choose how long you want to practice. You can do 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute on time. It's up to you. And this is what the paragraph test look like. Again, it is not going to start until you press the first key. Okay, so take advantage of this. This is free, y'all. This is free. Practice your typing at all means necessary in order to get to the next level. Now, I want to tell y'all, if this video has been helpful thus far, I do want you to hit that like button, as well as leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to build a community where we can uplift and encourage one another on our job search and everyday life. And if you want to be a part of the ride, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to sign up for my Inspirational Subscription Box, y'all. You're going into a community where you're around like-minded people, where we're going to do craft together, watch inspirational movies, meet in Zoom once a month, and you'll either have a subscription box delivered to your front door, or you'll have a subscription box delivered to your inbox. So you can choose. There's tier 1, that's a hope starter box. Tier 2, that's a faith building box. So make sure you sign up. This is a great community that it's a lot of things that we're going to be doing in that community, y'all. So make sure you sign up. That information is always under the YouTube description bar. I want to leave your daily dose of inspirational. How are you doing today? Where's your mind? Where's your mindset? Are you speaking life of yourself? Are you speaking death for yourself? Speaking life, it says, I can do all things through Christ, which you can. Are you saying, oh, no, nobody's not going to hire me? You're never making in life doubting yourself, saying you can't do it. Because in the word of God, I can. My mother used to tell me, can't is not in the Bible, and it's not in the Bible. You got to pump yourself up. You got to encourage yourself. You got to believe that God will make a way out of no way, y'all. He got your back, but you got to step out of your comfort zone. Too many times y'all are so comfortable that you're too scared to take a step forward. And sometimes God allows things to come into your life where you get that push, where you don't have no other choice, but I got to move. I have to move. Some of y'all need that push. I had to get that push. At first, I was sitting in my comfort zone. And long as I was in my comfort zone looking, I was never going nowhere. And my competitors are always up to Z because they're getting out of their comfort zone and they making it happen. Faith without works is dead. A lot of people like to talk, but never take action. Faith without works is dead. Talking is not going to get you to the next level. Action. Taking action is what's going to move you to the next level. Think of it as a baby. A baby, when they walk, they fall down, but they crawl to a table or a chair and they lift themselves up and they continue to walk. We got to be like babies. When we fall down, get back up. If we cry, it's okay. Jesus will. But get back up. Don't stay down. A lot of y'all fall down and you stay down. And you wonder why you can't move to the next level. I keep telling you, you got to stop listening to naysayers. A lot of y'all listen to what people saying. You tell people your business. You tell people that you're trying to do things, and what do? Oh, why are you wasting your time? There's too many people doing. Some things you got to keep a secret. Tell God about it, and don't tell nobody. Let them see what God has elevated you up to be. Some things are meant to keep to a secret because a lot of people not going to understand what God is trying to do with your life. Everybody has a purpose in their life. You, myself, you have a purpose. And if you don't know what your purpose, you got to pray and ask God for wisdom. And when you pray and ask God for wisdom, he will give it to you. But you got to trust the process. He may not come when you want him to, but honey, he's always on time. He's never been late, y'all. You know, a lot of times when you don't have nobody to talk to, you call your friends, you call your parents, they don't never answer the phone. The line is busy. But God's line is never busy. He could talk to me. He could talk to millions of people at the same time. He could bless 1 million people at the same time. But all he asks is, do we trust? We walk by faith, not by sight. Stop being around naysayers, because it's like going to a place you never been to. You can't use your GPS nor map. You end up nowhere. You got to focus on God. If God's telling you to do things, you go out and do it. If he's telling you to start a business, start that business. If he's telling you to apply for this job, apply for it. You may not see results, but you got to put in the work. You know, what come easy won't last. You're going to have to put in the work. Anything that's worth having in life, you're going to have to put in the work. It's going to be hard work. If it was so easy, everybody be doing it. If it was so easy, everybody will be doing things. But people don't want to do the hard work. You got to do things that people don't want to do. And people are not going to put in the work. When something is hard, I quit. I don't have time for it. But you got to be opposite. You got to be different. You can't be the orange carrot. You got to be the purple carrot where you stand out and say, look, I'm going to fight it through. I'm going to get on my knees and I'm going to pray, plan, and prepare and make it happen. God will answer my prayers. I feel that God answers in 3 ways. Yes, no, and wait. And sometimes I got to wait. But God, through the midst of the wait, give me patience. The storms of life is going to come. But it doesn't rain all the time. The sun will shine. It doesn't matter. We all run the race called the storm of life. It doesn't matter if you're coming first, second, or third. What matters is you didn't quit. Quitting is not the option. Get it out of your head. Get it out of your mind. Get it out of your spirit. We're not going to quit. That's not the option. I'm talking to you. Don't quit. Don't quit. I see it. You want to quit. You want to throw in the towel, but God's going to throw that towel back at you. Keep pushing. Pushing means pray until something happens. Push your way through. Think of it as when you go to a store and you're trying to get out, and the door is stuck, and if you're like me, you get in panic mode, like, what? Are they trying to keep me in here? And I'm pushing, putting all my weight on it, and I push my way through, and I get out. Push your way through. Pray until something happens, and watch the miracles of God show up in your life. You got this. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. You have a purpose. God has a purpose for your life. Don't give up. It doesn't matter what mama say, daddy say, cousins, family members, non-family say. What matter is what God gonna say, because at the end of the day, God gonna judge you. People always want to nail you to the cross on something you do, but we all gonna have to bow down and give account of what we done on that day. Okay? Think about what God gonna say to you when you bow down. Is he gonna say you go to heaven or you gonna go to hell? Don't worry about what people gonna say. When you've done everything you can, stand, let go, and let God. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.